Welcome to the Papa Dennis Show. I am Dennis Elliott, and today is Monday, September 14th, and had a few things that I wanted to share with you guys and talk to you about today. One of them is something called, I've been talking about mail-in voting. I did a stream a few days ago where I showed you my mail-in ballot that I had received from Guilford County. And everything that comes with that, all the instructions and everything. One of the things that people have been concerned about when it comes to mail-in voting is being able to know that your ballot was received and counted. And I just found out something this morning that is going to help in that regard a lot. It's called Ballot Tracks, and let me share it here with you guys on the screen. It's a website called Ballot Tracks, and what you do is you go on and you fill out the form online. I came across this on the the neighborhood website, the neighborhood app. Where people from different neighborhoods can leave messages about things going on in your neighborhood. And someone had posted this this morning, and I saw this. There's been an ongoing thing on Neighborhood about voting by mail and how to do it and everything, and came across this, and this is excellent. It's called Ballot Tracks. As you can see, it's ballottracks.net. BALLOTTRAX.net. You go to this website. You can do it on your phone or a mobile device or your PC or laptop, whatever. And all you do is put in your information, your name, your date of birth, and your zip code, and you register. It pulls in information from the Board of Elections where you have registered to vote, and it pulls that information in, and it will send you text messages when you have mailed your ballot in. It will tell you when the post office has actually received it, and it will also send you a text message when the Board of Elections has received it and accepted your ballot. So you will know immediately that it has gone in. This is this is great. I signed up for it this morning. These are the states that are using ballot tracks for the 2020 election, and as you can see, North Carolina is one of them. Quite a few the states in green are the ones using ballot tracks, and North Carolina is one of those. So this is on the up and up. This is something that you can use to make sure that your mail-in ballot has been counted and has been accepted by the Board of Elections, so that you don't have to worry and just, sitting out there. You don't have to call them or anything like this. All of this information is going to be texted to you and emailed to you and sent to you, all right? So go up and sign up for this, ballottracks.net. They've also got a ballottracks.com, but go with the ballottracks.net and sign up for it, because that is, ballottracks.net. That's where you sign up, and they have a lot of other information on there. So this is a great idea. This will really help you guys to keep track of your mail-in ballot. Ballottracks.net. Fill it out, and then you won't have to worry about anything. What else is going on? Mike Bloomberg is going to spend at least $100 million in Florida. Backing up on the ballot things. I have got, you remember couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I interviewed Charlie Caulicutt. He is the director of the Guilford County Board of Elections, and we talked to him about mail-in votes and so on. and he's going to be doing another interview with me. We've got one scheduled for this Thursday at 11 o'clock. He's a very busy guy. Been tough to get up another interview with him, but we've got one scheduled for Thursday at 11 o'clock. So hopefully that will take place, and we'll be able to talk to Charlie. I want to talk to him about this Ballot Tracks thing that I just showed you guys. So hopefully the director of the Guilford County Board of Elections, Charlie Caulicutt, will be back on with us Thursday at 11 o'clock. But anyway, here's this story. Mike Bloomberg going to spend at least $100 million in Florida to benefit Joe Biden. This is great news. $100 million. That's like $10 to you and me, you know. Somebody like Mike Bloomberg. But that's going to help Joe Biden in Florida, hopefully, because Florida looks like it's going to be very, very tough. And hopefully it is, hopefully this will make a big difference. So way to go, Mike. Spend that money. You got it. Can't think of a better way for you to spend it. Also, came across this. This was very interesting. This was on the New York Times website. What you're looking at here is they did some tracking of the mail to see how much it has slowed down since Louis DeJoy became the Postmaster General. And look at this. The darker areas are where it's been, is the slower areas, all right? The darker it is, the darker the map is, the more the mail has been slowed down. Louis DeJoy became Postmaster General in May. And look at what happened beginning in June. June, July, August. Look at the dark areas on this map. This just proves what he was doing. He really did slow the mail down, and this shows you, this demonstrates to you, this map right here. This is a story on the in the New York Times this morning. You might want to check this out and see for yourself, but this really demonstrates how slow the mail has gotten since Louis DeJoy became the Postmaster General. All right. Another thing I wanted to bring up today, talking about, did you hear that in San Francisco, they are looking at lowering the voting age to 16? It would only be for municipal elections. They can't change the age for federal elections, for national elections. That would have to be done with a constitutional amendment. But they are looking at lowering the voting age for municipal elections in San Francisco. And you might think, oh my gosh, San Francisco, of course they're going to do something crazy like that. Actually, it has already been done. And there are 3 cities in Maryland. Tacoma Park, Maryland, became the first place in the United States to lower its voting age for local elections and referendums. And as of 2018, 3 additional cities have lowered the voting age to 16, Hyattsville and Greenbelt in Maryland, and also Berkeley in California for school board elections only. And the idea of lowering the voting age to 16 actually makes sense when you think about it. What was one of the rallying cries in the American Revolution? It was no taxation without representation. You know, the idea that the government should not be allowed to tax you if you cannot vote for those representatives in the government who are passing those laws to tax you. And as Andrew Yang says, let me find it here. Yeah, Andrew Yang, on April 3rd, 2019, Andrew Yang became the first major presidential candidate to advocate for the United States to lower its voting age to 16. He says at 16, Americans do not have hourly limits imposed on their work and they pay taxes. And according to Yang, their livelihoods are directly impacted by legislation and they should therefore be allowed to vote for their representatives. It makes sense when you look at it like that. A 16, 17-year-old, they're working, they're paying taxes, but yet they cannot vote for the people who are passing the laws that put those taxes on them. It's unfair. So I don't think that's such a bad idea. Some people might think 16, 17-year-olds are, 16, 17-year-olds are not mature enough to vote, but come on, there's some 18, 19, 20. There's some 50-year-old people not mature enough to vote, but we let them vote anyway. All right. So age 16, lowering the voting age to 16. I think it's an idea that's great, and I think it's something that we need to pursue in the future. Also, in the news, President Trump wants to do drug tests before on Biden before the debates. This is just so stupid. It's beyond. Why drug test before the debate? What does he expect to find that Biden's been popping Prevagen or something? You know, he got Prevagen in his blood. He shouldn't be allowed to. Prevagen is Prevagen is that over-the-counter thing, you know, you're supposed to take for your memory and that sort of thing. That is ridiculous. Mary Trump says President's desperation led him to accuse Biden of drug use, and Mary Trump says she believes her uncle, President Donald Trump, is growing desperate to prove his reelection chances. That's why he accused Joe Biden of taking drugs to enhance his performance before debates. So she said the drug use accusation is Donald's desperation, adding that he's grasping at straws at the moment. How can anybody still support this guy? I do not understand it at all. What else is going on? Oh, Peter Navarro. Did you guys see the interview Peter Navarro did with Jake Tapper on CNN? This is amazing. The lies, Peter Navarro, the way he lies about things. Of course, he's learning it from Donald Trump. So what do you expect? Let me play some of this here for you. This is from yesterday on CNN, and Jake Tapper presses White House trade advisor Peter Navarro on President Trump concealing the threat of COVID-19. Let me play this. This is hilarious. He just cuts him off. Thank God. That's unbelievable. But that's the Trump administration for you right there. All right. What else we got going on before we go here? Biden gains an edge in Arizona over Trump, has a big lead in Minnesota, according to a Battleground Tracker poll. That is good news. Did you see what Roger Stone said over the weekend? Roger Stone's calling for Trump to declare martial law to seize power if he loses. And Donald Trump listens to this guy. Let me find it here. Let me let it scroll down. It's not cooperating. All right. The website. Some of these websites. All right. All right, I think we lost that one. All right, never mind. Okay. It's that's it today, I guess, for the Papa Dennis Show. Hope you've enjoyed some of this here today. Let me remind you, Charlie Caulicutt, the Guilford County Board of Elections. Hopefully, we're going to have another interview with him coming up on Thursday at 11 a.m. We've also got a food porn episode we're going to do with my buddy Adam Davis, and looks like that's going to be maybe Thursday night when we do that around 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. We're going to talk about the Instant Pot. I love the Instant Pot. I make spaghetti in the Instant Pot all the time, and I videotaped making spaghetti in the Instant Pot. We're going to be talking about Instant Pot recipes. So a lot of stuff coming up here on the Papa Dennis Show. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to follow us. You can subscribe on YouTube at Papa Dennis Show, and also we've Facebook and Twitter, of course. Email us at dennis@papadennisshow.com. We're also on the podcast. We're on all of the major podcast platforms: Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcast. All of these shows we also put on podcast. Of course, you don't get the visual; you just get the audio on that, of course. But hey, thanks for joining us today on the Papa Dennis Show. I'll be talking to you guys later. Thanks a lot.